That should do it. Okay. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Welcome to the stream space, or welcome back, I should say. We're here to talk about these guys. These guys right here. So, we've been a little busy for pickups for games, and we're probably going to be slowing down a little bit after this. We have one more video to do. This is, believe it or not, only half of the pickups. But as you can see on the top, we got some big uns. We got some big uns. Okay, so first and foremost, we're gonna just start right off the bat. This is the most recent one, Silent Hill 2. Now, as we all know, Silent Hill 2 is a one hell of a game in terms of scary games, and one of the harder to find PS2 games, at least hard to find for a good price. I only paid $80. Now, it doesn't have a manual, but honestly, I mean, that's negligible because I'm not the guy that decided I don't need them clean box. I'm not reselling them. That's not what happens here. That's not how this works. That's not how this machine rolls. We got Siphon Filter 2. Now, yeah, it's just the manual and the discs. But honestly, it's not that hard to build a case for these. But it's disc 1 and 2. It was a 2-disc game, so we got the whole thing. So, simple matter of rebuilding the case. Siphon Filter, one of my favorite and one of the first PlayStation action games I played. That wasn't like Spyro or Jersey Devil, which I also have. And I always had a hilarious fun time with the taser. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but it was really funny to use it on people. You could literally zap them and then light them on fire. It was friggin' fantastic. Now here's one of the bigger gems in this entire set. Jurassic Park for the Super Nintendo, complete in box. Now that you don't see every day. I'm actually really excited. The box is, I mean, it's not perfect. It's definitely a 30-year-old box. Like, as of this year, this is a 30-year-old box. And it is not in bad shape at all. It's one of the few games from the Super Nintendo that I was like, it's not a major title, like, in terms of, like, I don't know. For me, it wasn't something that was, like, perfect. Like, I didn't play it a lot as a kid, but I do remember when I did play it. I do remember the indoor sequences and how friggin' terrifying. Or when you're out and about and the friggin' T-Rex comes after you. Yeah, so I mean, it's so cool to have this game. It's one of my favorite Super Nintendo games, and I'm so excited to play it. Now here's a gem. This one's a gem. RoboCop versus Terminator for the Super Nintendo. Let's go into this. Now this one's particularly cool, and I do consider it a bit of a gem. We have here the poster that it comes with, the actual manual. Is it another poster? It's another poster. Yeah, two posters. Yeah, two posters and the game itself, of course. So I think the only thing I don't really got is the manual, but still, that's epic. I don't give a damn. I mean, RoboCop vs. Terminator are my two favorite franchises, all in one place, blowing each other up. It's a good time. So, I'm excited. I'm excited to play this. I do have it on my Steam Deck because I mean I've owned the game. I own the game, so when I own the game that I don't necessarily want to break. You know, I don't want to damage it or. God fucking damn, this thing is actually really difficult to get the box back on. This is why my cartridges don't tend to live in packaging if they have it. Get in there, you little fucker. This is a challenge. So there were a couple versions of this game, but that would probably be why. The SNES one is apparently not as good as the Sega Genesis version, but I gotta say, I mean, between the two systems, Nintendo's still around. Not that Sega doesn't make games; they don't really do anything else though. good old Duck Hunt and Super Mario. We do have a zapper and everything, so we're actually fully equipped to play this. And I don't even need to explain what that game's about. That's easy. Now you might think like, why don't you have this already? You're supposed to be a collector. Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Special Edition. Not that that means much for games from this era. Special Edition really didn't cover much. It just gave you a couple of extra DLCs that I guarantee most people didn't even use. However, the PlayStation version of Assassin's Creed Black Flag actually had an hour of extra content. So, I mean, that version specifically, because it's PlayStation, is a little bit longer. Next up, just going to make sure, like, why are we not... Okay, well, I don't know what was going on there. For whatever reason, we may have to check the audio on this guy. You know what? I'm just going to start this over.